Hey y'all. Sasha checking in with another video, y'all. And this video is going to be the movie review for Mia Culpa, Tyler Perry's Mia Culpa, that just came out on Netflix. All right, y'all. So welcome to the Redefine Me channel. If it's your first time here, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, y'all. So I had to watch the movie, digest it, sit with it, and then come out and give y'all a review on the movie. Let me say this. Tyler Perry, let me fix my camera right. Tyler Perry, I don't too much like a whole bunch of his movies. Like, I feel like he's only done Why'd I Get Married, the first one. That was a good one. And A Family That Prays was good. And that's it. The rest of his movies kind of has the same storyline. Like, it starts off with this tragic situation. Then the person ends up going and getting some type of help from the family or a friend or whatever. Then at the end, they get themselves together, or they come together with the person they're meant to be with, and whatever. It's always this melodramatic stuff with him. And it brings me to question, like, what happened in your own personal life, Tyler Perry, that makes it, sorry y'all, my tripod was kind of weird, that makes you always come up with these same storylines? That's what I be wanting to know. But we're going to get into it. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10 for this movie, I gave this movie a 8. An 8. I liked it. I liked Mia Culpa. I didn't understand the Culpa part, like the name, but I'm thinking it's because that the guy that was accused of murdering the girlfriend, she was Spanish or something. The girlfriend was Spanish, so maybe that's what it was. But anyway, let's get into the review so y'all can know what I'm talking about. Okay, first of all, this is the cliff notes of what the movie was about. So, the main character, Mia, is a defense attorney, right? And so she is basically one of those sought after, really high end defense attorneys, always does a good job, blah, blah, blah. She is married to this guy and they are having marital issues, right? Reason being because the guy lost his job recently. He's not bringing in any money into the household. And Mia feels like, the zen and zest is gone because of that. They're not connecting on any level or anything like that. And so she feels like she has to support him, and it's really just wearing on how she feels about him, right? And so they're going to therapy. They're trying to get their marriage together and everything. In the midst of all of that, there is a case that comes across her of a famous painter by the name of Zaire Malloy. And he is being looked at as a person of interest in the murder of his girlfriend, or his deceased girlfriend. And so her husband's brother is the prosecuting attorney on that case. And the family is all like, we don't want you to be involved with this case, especially going up against your brother-in-law. She is like, you know what? You ain't bringing no money in this house, so I'm going to take this case. So she decides to take the case out of spite towards his family. But then, too, because she's like, we need the money and all of that because I'm the main breadwinner in the household. And so we go on with the story and we find out that she begins to have this attraction towards Zaire. Now, yeah, the person that plays Zaire, I can understand why the attraction happened, because baby, he was cute. He was cute. He was fine. Look, I love me a chocolate man, right? My husband is chocolate. You know what I'm saying? And Zaire, the person that played him, was cute. So let me go down the list, and then I'm gonna jump back into what it was about. So Kelly Rowland, as we know, one of the members that was of Destiny's Child, she played Mia Culpa. Okay, Kelly Rowland. Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna go down the list of the actors and let y'all know how they did in the movie. Kelly Rowland did an amazing job. An amazing job. If y'all haven't seen this movie, y'all are going to be on the edge of y'all seats because it's very interesting, right? As all Tyler Perry movies are, that melodramatic storyline stuff that he does, you know. So Kelly Rowland did great. I was like, Kelly, I didn't even know you could act like that. But she did a good job. I liked her role. She did very good. And the stylist. Oh my goodness. The stylist who dressed Kelly Rowland in this movie, I said, baby, that is me. If I could pick how I like to dress when I am maybe going in for business or going to church or whatever, Kelly Rowland's character is exactly how I like to dress. Like, it was very chic and professional. It was so cute. The stylist was on point. I would not take that away from the stylist. Okay, so Zaire Malloy, y'all know that is the famous painter that she ended up having this like for. He is played by Trevante Rose. Now, I've never heard of him. Maybe he is in some type of movies or something like that, but Zaire Malloy was played by Trevante Rose. That's the famous painter in the movie. He was cute, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will not hold you. He was cute. Then we get down to her husband and the brother. They were Sean Sager and Nick Sager, which are brothers in real life. And I was looking at them, I was like, they look alike for real. Tyler Perry can pick people that look alike, but they're actually brothers in real life. If I keep rubbing my eye, y'all, I just clean my room and change my sheets, and there's some like dust flying around. I don't know what's going on. But whatever. Anyway, back to what we talking about. So, they're brothers in real life. Sean Sager played Mia's husband. Nick Sager played her brother-in-law, which is the prosecuting attorney. Okay. Shannon Thornton plays Nick Sager's wife. Now, Nick Sager is his his real name, but I don't know the brother's name. I forgot what his name was. She played the wife. Okay. Ron Reed, and I feel like Shannon Thornton was in some Tyler Perry stuff. I've seen her face before. Y'all can drop in the comments and let me know where I've seen her from. Ron Rico Lee, we've seen his face several times throughout like sitcoms and you know, little parts and shows and stuff like that. He's that go-to person if you want like he was on he played Bernie's Mac assistant on Guess Who, that movie back in the day. The one that was massaging Bernie Mac's back and stuff like that with the massager when something happened. So he has a lot of parts in movies and shows and stuff. So y'all would know his face when y'all see him. He played Jimmy. He was the Mia's investigative friend that could find out all this information and things like that. Then we get to Carrie O'Malley. Carrie O'Malley. She played the mom of Sean and Nick, and she's a Caucasian lady. So the idea is that they were biracial in the movie. Now, getting back to the movie. So we left off with Zaire being cute because he is. And so Mia decides against the family that she's going to go ahead and represent Zaire Malloy on this murder charge, right? And so she meets up with him at his loft, his apartment, because he's so famous he don't want to go out in the street and get harassed by paparazzi and all these different people. So she's meeting there with him, taking his story and things like that. But as she continues to come to his apartment to meet with him, he is up here putting on the Quiet Storm voice with her. He asked her one time when she was there. He knows she's having marital problems, and he asked her to sit in front of an easel and close her eyes and paint the color she sees and all of that. And it was very sexual and sensual and all of that. We also got to see, remember Veronica from the Have and Have-Nots, the mother that got on everybody's nerves. She was on here. She was an exhibit owner because Mia went to go see a exhibit on a lady that has her own art exhibit storefront, and she keeps Zaire's paintings up, and so she's getting a lot of backlash from that. So Veronica is the owner of that shop. So Mia went to go see her to ask her questions at some point, and when she did go see her, come to find out, we find out that Zaire had slept with her and had put on the same thing that he did with Mia to woo her. The same thing he did with Mia, he did with the art exhibit lady too. do. So y'all, Zaire is a womanizer. And he is good at what he does, because while I'm watching it, I was like, I said, oh boy. So eventually, Mia, with her husband, she's having issues with her husband, right? And so she thought that her husband was cheating on her, because her friend Jimmy would follow him to make sure that he wasn't being unfaithful and all of that. Jimmy gave her some false information that the husband was cheating, but come to find out, he was with his mom, or helping his mom, because the thing was is that the mom had cancer in the movie, but we're going to find out later that that's not what it was. So once he gave Mia this false information, she was already feeling Zaire, but she didn't want to let herself go, because of course she's a married woman. So then once she gets the information, she's like, I can't believe he cheating, blah blah blah. And Jimmy, her friend, is like, don't go do nothing reckless. And she had just left Zaire's house because she had some information to give him or what have you. And she ended up going back to his house. He was kissing all up on her and everything, but she didn't go forward with it at that time. Then, she just began, it was like temptation. She began to continue to think about this man as she worked with him and everything. Finally, one day, she let her guard down, and her and Zaire had a passionate night. He took her on a motorcycle ride. She came back to his apartment. They did a little painting on each other, and before you know it, they done slept together. And so now they have gotten this whole adulterous relationship, and she's feeling bad about it because she's his lawyer, and she's like, I can't represent you anymore because of what we had. He was like, I need you and everything like that. He ends up telling her that he loves her and stuff, and I'm just like, child, how you love this woman after only knowing her for a little bit? But he tells her he likes the way she dresses and smells and walks. He thinks everything about her is sexy. And so he finds out that he loves her. And she tells him eventually that when she finds out that that her husband didn't really cheat on her, she felt bad. So she goes and breaks it off with Zaire, right? So Zaire ends up going to trial, y'all. And he ends up settling for I guess whatever time he's going to get, because he didn't have Mia anymore as his lawyer, because she resigned because of everything that had happened. So she goes he goes and he settles, right? Okay. So one day she goes to the mom's house. The mom got on my nerves in this movie because she did not like any of the daughters for her sons. She was one of those moms that's one of those boy moms. It's like, no woman is good enough for my son, and baby the sons and all of this and that. Those moms, those annoying boy moms, I can't stand them. That's how his mom was, right? And so she went over to mom's house one day, and the brother is there. Her husband is there, his wife is there, the mom is there. She comes in and she's like, sorry, I'm late. I guess they was meeting up for family time. They all looking at her like, and she's like, what's going on? So the brother found out that she slept with the artist, right? And so the brother is like, you have something you want to say to my brother? And so she says, I have something to tell you. And he's like, now you want to talk to him and tell him. She's like, let's talk in private. He was like, nah, whatever you guys say, you can say in front of us. So she reveals to the husband that she actually slept with the artist dude that she's supposed to be defending. He freaks out, has a breakdown. He's like, I can't believe you slept with him the whole night. So the mother is like, get out of my house, get the H out of my house, blah, blah, blah. So Mia goes and leaves the house. Then her friend runs out and gives her a hug and everything, because what I didn't tell y'all is that the brother's wife is her best friend. Okay, so the brother's wife is her best friend. So she goes out and hugs her and everything, and the brother comes out in the Ike Tina fashion, Thompson, hey, get back in the house, the kid's calling you. And she goes back in the house. The way the brother was treating her, I was like, girl, why are you dealing with that? But we're gonna find out why. So Mia, after that happens, she goes to an island. She says, I need to clear my mind. I need to relax. So she flies over to Dominican Republic, and she is on the beach chilling. All of a sudden, she hears about Zaire getting sentenced to whatever he got sentenced to. Then she's one day jogging and everything. Jimmy calls her up and Jimmy's like, where are you at? And she's like, I'm in Dominican Republic. I had to get away and clear my mind. So then she decides to go for a jog. While she's on the jog, right, she runs into this Spanish woman. Yeah, the Spanish woman is the woman that is supposed to be dead. Now, she runs into her while she's jogging at Dominican Republic. And she's like, oh my gosh, wait, you're such and such. You're Zaire's girlfriend that's supposed to be dead. And the girl is like, no comprende inglés. So she starts running, the Spanish lady. So she runs after the Spanish lady. Spanish lady turns over a little cart and sprays Mia with mace. So Mia's all like, got mace all in her eyes and everything. And so Mia then calls the brother, her husband's brother, which is the prosecutor for the case in Zaire's case. So the brother is like, what do you want? I don't want to hear from you. You cheated on my brother. You hoe, blah, 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 blah. So she's like, look, I need to tell you something. I just saw the Spanish lady that Zaire was accused of killing. She's alive. He's innocent. So the whole time, Zaire was trying to tell Mia that he was innocent, but she didn't really believe him, especially when it came out that he had multiple women, that he was a womanizer. So the brother says, what do you mean she's alive? She's like, she's alive. I'm in Dominican Republic. I got one of my investigative guys coming over here to find her because the girl ran off. So she called Jimmy, said, Jimmy, get on a flight, come over here, find this chick because she is alive and Zaire is innocent. So the brother goes and says, well, I'm going to send one of my guys over there on it. Why don't you just come home and come to the house? My brother been asking about you, blase blah. So she's just like, all right, cool. Now, I don't know why she decided to go to their house. I didn't trust that family as far as I could see them. They seem like that they are too close-knit. The mom got a hold on her sons. The sons do anything for the mom, and it's just a lot going on. So Mia decides to go to the family house. So she comes back from Dominican Republic, goes straight to the family house. The husband's not there, of course. They said the husband was going to be there, but he's not. She gets to the family house. The brother is being all nice to her. Now, keep in mind, she done cheated on the brother with the dude that's on trial for murder. So why you being nice to her? If anything, I wouldn't want to see her, right? So the family is in there. The brother is like, she's like, where's my husband? She was like, he'll be here. The brother is like, I got my guy on my way over there to investigate the lady that you say is alive. And so the brother offers her a glass of wine. I said that wine seems suspect. Now, at this part, when Mia was at the family's house, something wasn't right. The energy was off. I was like, what is going on? Because they was like, oh, we about to have dinner and sit down and stuff like that. So come to find out, she gets a phone call from Jimmy. He says, did you check your email, right? And she says, no, I didn't check my email. So she sees the email. I don't know what she saw in the email, but she was like, you got to be kidding me. Let me call you back. So she goes to try to show the email. She sends the email to the prosecuting brother, and he sees it, and he's just like, this is ridiculous. They didn't reveal what the email was about. I can't remember if they did or if they didn't. So then after that, he says, y'all women. So after that, she goes into a room. This is when Mia goes into a room before she shows the brother the email. So she went into this room in their house, and all of a sudden it's a picture, like the picture that Zaire painted of Mia. So he painted a picture of her and had put it on the ceiling after they had slept together. I left that part out. And the same picture he painted of Mia, he had of her best friend. So she saw it and she was like, what in the world is going on? He painted a picture of you too. So come to find out, the best friend also slept with Zaire, which is the prosecutor's wife. So she done also slept with him. So when she comes out of the room, the whole family is just like, the mom is like, my son's always picked the wrong women, blah, 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 and all that. And the brother keeps saying, you didn't drink your drink. I think they put something in her drink to try to make her pass out, right? And so, because she was on to knowing that the lady was alive. So come to find out, the family set Zaire up. They hired this little Spanish lady or whatever. They set the whole situation up to put him on trial for murder because the prosecutor, the brother, his wife slept with Zaire. Now you turn around, the brother's wife slept with Zaire. So they was trying to set him up from him sleeping with the brother's wife before she even slept, before Mia even slept with him. So they get into this fight. Mia's trying to stab people. They get knives. They fighting all over the place. The mom jumping on her. They slap the mom. It's a big old kerfuffle going on. A big old fight. So then they knock him out, knock the mom out. So Mia is like telling her friend, grab the kids, let's go, let's run, or whatever. And then the mom ends up getting up and stabbing her best friend. Child, Mia ran, and she was running. The brother behind her trying to catch her. Finally, she kicked the brother, do something to him. She get into the car and she's driving. The mom had jumped on the hood some type of way. She came outside. Mia ran into a tree. The mom goes flying. The truck won't start, of course. The typical after you trying to get away and you be like, and the truck won't start. And you'll be like, dang it, why every time them type of suspense movies, the car end up not starting for some reason? So then Mia is running. She gets out of the car. She's running. And all of a sudden she sees a car. And it's her husband in the car. The husband gets in, lets her into the car and saying, what's happened? He acts like he doesn't know what's going on. She's like, every day they set up Zaire, your family set him up and everything, and she's hysterical. She's trying to explain to him. So she's like, call 911. So he calls 911, y'all. While he's calling 911, 911 supposed to come over to his family house. She's like, why are you going back to the house? So then he gets a phone call, and he just was talking on the phone, but he didn't put it on speaker. So Mia puts the phone on speaker. It's his brother coming through the phone talking about something, bring her back to the house. So now Mia is like, oh my God, you're in on it too, her husband. So they're driving. Then all of a sudden she decides to grab the wheel, and they're driving and they're driving, and then a truck is coming, and she ends up getting a car some type of way where he runs into the truck and shoots out of the window, and now the brother's dead. So now Mia ends up getting out of the situation, going to the media, letting them know what happened. Police end up coming, arresting the prosecutor, saying the prosecutor had trumped up charges on Zaire, that he really did not commit a crime and kill the woman. Mia ended up getting Zaire ended up getting out of jail because it wasn't right. He goes on TV and he said, it's thanks to Mia Culpa for representing me, believing in me. He said, thanks, Mia. He sends her a text message after the whole thing was over, and he was basically like, thank you. And he was trying to kind of probably get back in her good graces because they were supposed to run away together. After their sex night, they had a talk of running away together. And Mia decided to throw the phone in the trash. She was like, no. And I commend Mia for that in this movie, because some people would have thought that she just would have picked up with Zaire and ran off with him. Regardless of the fact that she, was attracted to him, he was still a womanizer in her mind. He didn't commit the murder of the Spanish chick, right? He didn't do it. And that was her job to prove that he did not do it. But at the end of the day, she's like, he still was womanizing different women and putting game on different women. And she was like, I was not trying to be a part of that. So I did my job, and she walked off. Now, at the end of the day, her husband ended up dying, so she ain't got him to deal with no more. Her best friend had died. I don't know what's going to happen to the children. The brother got in jail. And y'all, guess what? The mom that had cancer, she didn't even really have cancer, y'all. They was making that up. But I want to know, how in the world did they make that, because they were paying for her medical bills. So where was the money that Mia was giving to the mom's medical bills going? I believe it was just going to fund the family or something like that. I don't know what was going on. But y'all, this movie was really good. I thought it was really good. I gave it an 8. I would have gave it maybe a 10. It possibly could have got a 10 if it wasn't like in true Tyler Perry form. I feel like it could have been a little bit more spicier. However, it was a good movie. I don't have no problem with it. I would definitely watch it again. So because I would watch it again, I'm gonna give it a 9. I will watch it again. It was really good. I gave it a 9 because I will watch it again too, and because Kelly Rowland acted her butt off, and she had some really good wardrobe. Like whoever did her wardrobe, Kelly Rowland was giving it. I was like, yes. I said I'm gonna need that person to come to my closet and give me all of her clothes. But yeah, the movie was good. It's on Netflix. It came out about when the movie come out? Last week, 2 weeks ago, something like that. But whenever it came out, but y'all, it's a good movie. Check it out. It's definitely something that is suspenseful. There was some parts that in my review that I left out because it was kind of X-rated. Y'all will see what I'm talking about if y'all go and look at the movie. It was just like one part that I left out that was kind of X-rated and that I felt like didn't even really need to be in the movie, but I guess that was kind of giving credit to the type of guy that he was or something. So yeah, check it out on Netflix. It was really, really good. I liked it, gave it a 9. Tyler Perry don't get a bunch of 9s from me out of his movies. I'm telling y'all, I only like 3 Tyler Perry movies and that's it. His plays, I didn't even really rock with the plays like that. When he was on a hype, when he first came out with the whole Medea and plays and stuff, I wasn't really a fan. I mean, I would watch some of them and it was funny. They had a little kiki chuckle from me, but I wasn't on the whole Tyler Perry wave with the plays and everything. But yeah, I only think he's only done 3 good movies. And so this one, well, 2. It was 2 good movies. This one was his 3rd movie. Oh, I think, didn't he do the Jasmine's, the Jazzman, whatever movie that was, Jazzman's Blues or something like that. If he did that, that was a good movie. So we got 4 good movies of his if he was responsible for that. But anyway, y'all, that's my review of Mia Culpa. I don't know why her last name was Culpa. Child, I'm thinking it's because his girlfriend he was accused of killing was Spanish. But in the movie, it was like Mia something else, whatever the husband last name was. So y'all let me know what y'all think of Mia Culpa. Are y'all going to go watch it? Did y'all watch it already? Do y'all like the movie? I thought it was cool. It's a good watch. Yeah, and I gave it a 9. So y'all let me know what y'all rated the movie, what y'all thought of the movie. If y'all haven't seen it, go on Netflix. If y'all don't have Netflix, call a family member and say, hey, let me use your account real quick. And then you'll be able to watch it. And yeah, go ahead, drop in the comments, let me know what y'all think. Give this rating of this movie a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. I'm about to go relax and chill, y'all. It's been a long weekend and a long day for me. So that's my movie review of Mia Culpa, Tyler Perry's Mia Culpa. Y'all let me know what y'all think. All right, I love y'all until we meet again. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.